What's up, my archfiends of chaos? This is your king, Vincent, Valentine, Turk. I reckon do the bow. We're gonna be talking about a big subject that's going on the internet. It's very viral, and this is actually my 2 cents and my views on this internet culture, this internet trend. I don't really talk about trends that much because I just think they're redundant and ridiculous. I really don't follow very many internet trends. I mean, only thing I'm gonna be really following this internet trends is playing Resident Evil 7 once I get in the mail. If it does come in my mail in the first place, but because it's mostly postal stuff. But anyways, this is about outrage culture and how far it's been taken. It's been taken to the extreme degree. Like my friend the other day, and I'm sorry for putting you out there, man. I'm not gonna put your name in this because I want to keep your page professional. He's one of my professional cosplay buddies. One of my, I'll just tell you. He cosplays a good Sephiroth, and I support his work all the time. In fact, I actually used I've actually used his cosplay as one of some of my thumbnails for the Final Fantasy VII stuff for a Sephiroth. So you've probably seen before, but anyways, I'm not gonna out. And if you do find his cosplay page, go ahead and like and subscribe. But otherwise, he posted a status saying that his preferences in cosplay are actually cosplay and not not girls who wear lingerie and cosplay wigs. And I agree with that. Let's be honest. I wholeheartedly agree with it. I know I'm going to get dead mass dislike and get outrage and get these white knight simps go like, how dare you? Women are goddesses. You're supposed to obey them and bow down to them. How dare you? No, but I do happen to agree right there. It's not my favorite preference in cosplay is actually really cosplay. But anyways, he just said his preference in cosplays, and he got so much flame for that shit. Now, why am I bringing this up? It's just the reason why I'm bringing this up is, it's relevant to the subject. The subject we're talking about is taking shit out of context. Being outraged over a word without actually hearing the full extent of the sentences, and it's very toxic to every community. Just like when I talked about how that I would not want a Final Fantasy 15 2, especially one that becomes Versus 13 because it's already too late in the day for Versus 13, and there's no reason to make a Final Fantasy 15 2 because the story ended the way it did. People got mad. I had so much mass outrage from that, like really mass outrage. Now I don't even read my comments or see my likes. Now I say you could comment on my videos. I'll read the positive comments, but I usually ignore my negative comments anyways, and ignore my dislikes because I'm just gonna get that. Because there's always gonna be people that just don't like you. It don't matter what you do in life. You can, you could feed, you can feed the poor. You can, volunteer. You can go on these college campuses and join these diversity groups and stuff like that. People are going to find reasons to hate you. They're going to find reasons to dislike you. Whether you're better looking than them, whether you have more money than them, whether you got more subscribers than them, it don't matter. They're going to find something that not to like about you because people, and I understand that this is the internet. I understand that it's an ugly world out there. But what I don't get is when you take stuff out of context, without reading a full thing and just get mad and outraged. And you know what? Again, for that one friend who's my professional cosplayer buddy, I feel really bad for him because you know why? I had this happen before. I've had this happen before. I don't know what I did. I called out a female streamer at one point. There's a female streamer I called out this is like a year before, and I got all these white knights and simps. I never got any of the females mad at me. I mean, there was a few females talking about how much a horrible sexist and misogynist I am for, calling out one of these female streamers. But it don't matter who it is, but I understand how he felt because it's like I've been there. I've been there before. And if you're watching this video and I'm talking about my cosplayer, my professional cosplayer buddy, just know I've been there before. I've been attacked, hate, trolled. I've even been doxxed. My information has been put out there by people just because I say something that's not popular or say something that doesn't tickle everyone's ears. people would only want to hear an opinion if it tickles their ears. And it's like, we got to get over ourselves. You know, we're going to need to get over ourselves, okay? This is just ridiculous. I mean, on the internet, you know, we're just taking everything out of context and not even really now with the PewDiePie situation. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not defending him because I think I think he's kind of wrong because I wouldn't have gone for PewDiePie. I wouldn't have gone and said an anti-Semitic joke, regardless, just to keep my stuff work safe because I'm trying to be professional on YouTube and build up a huge subscriber base. You know, maybe not like that, but I'm trying to be, since I'm part of the Final Fantasy community as well as the game community. I'm trying to keep this community clean, so I'm not going to ever say any jokes that are like that. So I'm not. No, PewDiePie was in the wrong when it came to the anti-Semitic joke, just on the fact that it's not work safe. You know, if you can't watch it at work, it's not work safe. You know, that's why I tell people keep my streams clean. That's why I tell my mods we got to keep the trolls out of it because, I mean, people. That's what I tell, and you see why I get mad when people go on my streams and put racist stuff and stuff. I get mad because I'm trying to keep my stuff clean. I'm trying to be work safe just so I can, Now I might cuss for a little bit, but I'm just saying some time to time. But I on the end of the day, you got to keep your stuff work safe. I agree with a little bit that Disney had to shut down PewDiePie for that stuff because that's different. That's different. They're joking about joking about issues like that. Is it work safe? So of course they had to be dropped for that. But for stuff like stating opinion, like I said, that girls with lingerie or bikinis with cosplay wigs is not cosplay. It's not. It isn't your favorite type of cosplay. I don't know how you get bashed for that stuff. It's like, people have their own preferences. I don't know why people get mad about that. Personally, I'd rather have a girl with dark hair, light-colored eyes, and a tattoo. And tattoos, like Lady Hylia, But when I say that, I get some of these females like, oh, you're a pig. So you're a pig and you're a misogynist and blah 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 blah, and you won't go out with the short fat girl. And I'm gonna be quite honest, and again I might get some dislikes and some hates. It's just not my type. Everybody's got their own type, and people should be happy with their own types. Everybody's got their own types. I kind of want to go out with at least a woman with a healthy body type, healthy body type, dark hair, light colored eyes, and tattoos. Or any woman who looks like Lucretia from Final Fantasy VII Dirge Cerberus. That's just my type. But, I know I'm going to probably get hate in this and probably mass dislike, but that's just how, that's just how it is. Everybody has their preferences, and nobody should be shamed for their preferences, And I hate when people go like, well, what do you think your mom's going to think because your mom's a woman, Well, see, what I don't understand is how females can have any kind of preferences they want. But if a male has a preference for say, a Victoria's Secret model looking chick, they get bashed and disliked and trolled to oblivion, which is stupid. And that's what I'm saying with this outrage culture's going out there. Because all he said was that it wasn't his favorite type of cosplay. Because my friend is in the cosplay business, and he's a good cosplayer. Really, really good. Talented. In fact, if there's a male's division cosplay, modeling, I'm pretty sure he would make it. He'd be on the top 10. I mean, he's way better than I am. I'm willing to admit I'm willing to admit that there's one person better than me, and it's him. It is. It is my buddy. I'm willing to admit that because that's out of respect. But nonetheless, I don't think he should have got flamed like he did. He got flamed just for saying it's not his preferences. Just like us, people have their preferences, and it's not like he said, oh. It's not like he said that, lingerie cosplayers with wigs are just horrible. They're all whores and sluts. He didn't say any of that stuff. But the fact he gets hate and trolled to oblivion just for having a preference. That's so stupid. Everybody has a preference and stuff. You know? Some females think I'm the most attractive guy in the world, and some other parts of females think I'm the ugliest guy. I'm not going to get mad because at the end of the day, it's your preferences, and you should be able to like whatever you like, you know, without being bashed for it. That's what I find stupid. It's like, but you know, we live in an outrage culture where everything is so freaking offensive that, you know, we live in a world where even saying hi to a woman nowadays is sexual harassment. And enough's enough. I'm just getting to the point where enough's enough. And before you say, oh, you're like one of those conservatives, I'm not, okay? I've been Democratic for years and years, okay? I don't put my political stuff, but there's my political identity right there. So, it's, you know, I'm just saying that enough's enough with this outrage culture. Enough getting mad on Twitter and talking about how someone's horrible because they don't agree with everything you agree with. They don't have the same taste and stuff as you do, you know. It's just ridiculous. The outrage culture is getting out of hand. We're getting so out of hand with outrage culture. It's not even, it's really just getting sad at this point. It really is. But we are. But my defense is on outrage culture, it's going too far. There is a difference between saying that you don't like that it's not your that a certain type of female isn't your type of female that you go after, then there is saying, you know, racist, misogynistic, and bigoted things. You know, that's just, you know, there's a huge difference. You know, I don't think my friend should have got the band hammer for voicing his opinion. Not only his opinion, it's a taste and stuff. It's like we can't even voice our taste without people getting mad and typing on the keyboards. And I know I'm gonna have some white knights coming on the comments saying that I should think every woman's a goddess and all that. Look, nobody is above anybody. Everybody's equal. That's the way I see it. You know, like Martin Luther King says, all man is created equally. As vice versa, all women are created equally. Everybody is created equally. No one is above anybody. Period. No one is superior to anybody. And until we can get to the point where we can understand that, we're going to always have fallouts. And this is why we have fallouts, because of stuff like this. It's just too much, you know. I think the problem is people need to meditate. People need to start doing some meditation, get less attached. I think if you get off social media and start meditating, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be attached to anything. And that's going to be really what's going to be really good for you, is when you're not attached to things. But yes, this is a very controversial video, and if I get people unsubscribing or disliking, I can't blame them, because this is a controversial video right here. I have a few of those. You know, this is very, very controversial. And I understand if you want to unsubscribe and dislike it. I completely get it. I'm not gonna be mad at all, because I understand this is a strong opinion, but I have to come out and say it, because you know this affects people that I won't say I'm real close to him, but I'm good buddies with the guy who got who got bashed for having telling his type to the world, you know. So I had to bring it up, because it's not just that. Outrage culture is just getting way too far. We're censoring video games if we don't like what we see. We're trying to shut down everybody. We're trying to shut down arguments. We're trying to shut down everything that we don't disagree with. And enough's enough, okay? Meditate, get off social media, get out in the world, and try to have a healthy debate about something for once in a while. It can help a lot. And that's just my views on outrage culture. And so, may the crystal be with you, and try to be less attached to things. That's what you can learn from this video. Try to be less attached to things.